All right, family. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun said YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right in the video description. It's in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Student City YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. Family, I want you to check out my home page playlist of exclusive membership videos and perks for inspiration and invitation to join the most dynamic YouTube page in the nation. You feel what I'm saying? We got woolly hair and the divine black Christ. That's one of the main videos we got up there. It's a ton, but this is one of the latest ones up there. Check it out, family. I know it's going to inspire you to become a member. Also, it's going down this October. Well, actually, I got the one up. This the last one. Let me take that one off. I ain't gonna even put it up there. It's October the 6th. Let me get that on off of there because I don't even want it on there. You see, I don't even want it on there. That's right. Yeah. I don't even want it on there. Let me take it on off. Yeah. Take that one on off of there. And so yeah, it's going down October the 6th. The link right there on the screen in the video description. Origins of the Uralian monkey. Creatures from beyond the Caucasus, man. It's going to be 2 p.m. starting at 2 p.m. October the 6th. Y'all already know it's going to be fire. So don't even hesitate to be on the scene, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Student Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies. We got that we got the men's tonic back on deck for all the brothers. I know you want this. This is a #1 seller because it worked. It worked. It gets you together. Vigor, stamina, strength. It gets you together, you know, as far as your immunity and all of that. So most definitely get on over there. We got the Black Seed. We also got the we got some more. The Mizwack toothpaste, and so it got a lot of nice herbs in it for you, and it just tastes good. You feel what I'm saying? So get on over there and check me out, kingseti.com, online marketplace. And for everybody out there, pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, all the subjects that you know and love, from the general to 2 raw for YouTubes, when Egypt ruled the earth. We got the alchemy, the occult. We got the holiday holocaust and so much, much more. There's not another website on the planet that can compare or compete. You should get over there and become a member today. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come, exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, or just so damn exquisite. We keep it for our family on Patreon. And we talking about the Order Melchizedek. We got African avatars, Jedi Knights, and Dragon Warriors. We also got 7 greatest power couples of ancient Egypt. So that's what's on deck right now. The latest and the greatest. Get on over there and check it out, family. It'll blow your mind. To all the family that donate to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you. Link on the screen if you want to support. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Sun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Did the Democratic hit squad take down Eric Adams? Huh? Because what I got the whole let me get the whole title in there. Oh, it just say did and I don't know if I put something else in there anyway. Let me see. What was the whole title of that? Oh yeah, I can't even see the rest of it because of the new NYC migrant crisis. So it was so long I couldn't even see the damn end of it. But anyway, because we got to think that you got Kamala Harris looking at that nigga like we're gonna get rid of you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You talking funny. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get in our pocket and we ain't trying to give you no dollars right now, Eric. You see, you one of them niggas that always asking for money all the time. And so they ready to get rid of this nigga Eric Adams. He up there fleecing New York City. That's what he been doing. But I mean, Biden been fleecing Ukraine. And Kamala been getting a piece of the dollar. She been getting Hunter Biden been getting a piece of the dollar. And so they sitting over there and goddamn Hunter Biden is over there getting money from China, getting money from goddamn Russia. You see, they say the mayor of Moscow and all that got money from over. What the fuck is going on? You feel me? And so, I believe that they want chaos to ensue and so that they can move this. Yeah. We got to think about that. Because they've been doing this. It ain't like you got to think about the timing on everything. They've already had these allegations on Eric Adams. Why not? Why is they pulling in at a time right around the election? Yeah, he got greedy. He sure did. But he was expendable too. He knew that they was going, he was going to be the fall guy. He was going to be he was going to be the fall guy because everybody see what's going on up in New York. They Now, they know what they did. And listen, they know what's going. Everybody see what's going on. You got all the migrants up there. You got 50,000 migrants up there. They ain't got no job. They just walking around the city, out there on the streets and shit, and eyesores and shit. That's what they is, eyesores walking around. They're just like you already got, your own citizens, that homeless citizens out there. Yeah. You say you seen me beat down Eileen Bay. Yeah. You just seeing that? Oh yeah. Oh Eileen. Yeah, that was a classic beat down too. You see, that was a classic beat down. But anyway, everything that they bringing up on Eric Adams, they already had on Eric Adams. That ain't goddamn, it take them that goddamn long to trace some money. You see, to trace that goddamn money. What information did they just come into that, make them move on the goddamn whole administration like that? You see, yeah, and if he that goddamn dumb, but the thing is, a lot of times they do it because they can do it. He ain't the only one that's stealing. He's not the only one that's stealing. It's a new regime in town. It's a new goddamn regime in town. And they, when they come in and they tearing up all old contracts. You see what I'm saying? So under the last, and people don't believe, but it's true. It's true. All you have to do is don't believe. And that's the veil the motherfuckers can operate behind. I seen old coon ass Shannon Sharp. He had Mark Cuban on his show, and they brought up is there an Illuminati and they making fun of. He said, no, it ain't no Illuminati, and that he ain't never got invited. Everybody you ain't powerful enough. Just because you got $1, you ain't nobody. You ain't, they can knock your ass down. You see, you ain't on that. Everybody with $1 billion ain't in the in crowd. Diddy is you got to understand, there's a lot of white people that ain't in the in crowd when it comes to that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But to see, the thing is that they want, to get him to go up there and say, oh, that's just in people's mind. That's the first That's the first way that they can operate with your not believing. And if you don't believe that they moving, and you understand what I'm saying, in that manner, yeah, they can be as successful in all their endeavors. They can be successful in all their endeavors because nobody gonna ever ask question. Oh, that's just conspiratorial. You see that? Oh, that's just conspiratorial until you get busted. You see, until you get busted, motherfuckers say, "Oh, Hunter Biden's over there getting money and all this shit." Until you get busted and shit, now you might think about it, a second time. Say, well, maybe it might be true. You see, yeah, they are banking on the people's ignorance. They are, you can't listen to Mark Cuban. He ain't no goddamn body. You got to understand, a lot of these motherfuckers got money, but they ain't got no mind outside of this shit. Yeah, you nigga, you run a basketball, whatever the fuck you do, but you ain't ready to, when it comes to, the knowledge of history and civilization and all that, you ain't nowhere. You a vagabond. You can't tell people that know the science of life and civilization, what they know and what they don't know. You see, and that's what's wrong with us. We think too many times these people got money, got a goddamn mind, and they don't, because you can see that that's all they knocking down, and the shit that they knocking them down for. And I'm gonna tell you why they knocking them down, because they had contracts to do that shit. They ain't got no contract no more. The new Illuminati is then tore up all contracts, and they writing up new ones and shit. They didn't tore up all old contracts and they writing new contracts. And so whatever you thought you was, had permission to do, you don't have that. You see? And so, it's about falling in line. That's what it's about. It's about falling into line. And, he gonna ruffle a couple of feathers. And that's gonna hurt Kamala Harris. If he start to, you say, you know what y'all said, who are you talking about? You talking about the government. You talking about the president. That's what you talking about. You talking about, yeah, he was all for it. Yeah, he was all for it. He was all for it because they said they was going to give him that paper. You see, he wasn't going to let all them people up there if he wasn't going to get paid. You see, that's what happened. Yeah, he was all for it. Everybody that made their city there because they thought that paper was going to come in. The paper didn't come in. You see, the paper didn't come in. That's what happened. And so what you stuck with all these migrants that you done brought in, and the people gonna lynch your ass. They're gonna lynch your ass because now you done brought 50,000 motherfuckers into the city that's gonna rob, they're gonna steal, and motherfuckers gonna create gangs. If they ain't got jobs, they're gonna sell dope. They're gonna sell dope, they're gonna rob, they're gonna do all of that. You see? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna rob, they're gonna do all of that. And so you didn't brought in, that's a Trojan horse. You see? Oh, come on in. We gonna make sure you get this money. The money not coming in. The money, they done diverted all that money to what's going on overseas. You see, they done diverted that money right now to making sure that the next Democratic nominee gets into office. And so they don't have no money for the migrants. Yeah. They ain't got no money. So yeah, he the one that took it. Cause he thought, once that money come in, he was gonna lace his pockets. You see, we need $1 billion. You see what I'm saying? He was gonna lay. I done seen it. I done seen it. You see, they can, they'll make a way for they'll put them somewhere. They'll put them somewhere. They'll make sure they got some little, some low income shit, and then they'll take that, the bigger dollar and put it in his. So that's why he let them out, and all the rest of them. let the migrants in because they thought they was gonna get that big money, that big payday, and that and once that money come in, yeah, they gonna work that. They know how to work it where it look like it's all going toward, and they gonna get big chunks of that money. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna go in their own pocket, and they'll make it look like all the dollars was spent on the migrants and shit, and they gonna goddamn it, they gonna get 25% of that. They're going to get 40% of that. They're going to get nice chunks out of that goddamn $1 billion. So if you can't get if you can't get me this $1 billion, then I'm going to tell you like this, they got to get up out of here. And so you going to be in a crisis. The government going to be in a crisis. Now you got 50 motherfuckers and you say they got to get out of New York. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up out of here. So where they going to go? You see, so that's going to even exacerbate the fact that the administration, let all these, you letting all these migrants come over, and that's a wound for Kamala. She listen, that's a wound. That's one of her biggest wounds right there. You see what I'm saying? That migrant and shit. And if they show that they not the administration was supposed to give money for these migrants. The money didn't come in, but they out in the streets and shit. That's bad business. They're going to say, look what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and look what they done. Can you take another 4 years of that? Get this nigga up out of here. Before this nigga become a liability, get him up out of here. And so, because they already knew this shit. I'm tired of people acting like, oh, they just come. Man, they been had all the shit that they got on him. Why they just asking for their phones? You see what I'm saying? Why they just, I mean, they knew they was under investigation. If them motherfuckers was under investigation and they was still on their phones talking they dumbasses, they need to go somewhere. They need, if y'all that goddamn dumb, they already hit you up because they've been investigating these motherfuckers for over a year now. You see, more than a year, 2 years, I think. Yeah. So that's some bullshit. If they that goddamn dumb, that's just like Diddy. You see what I'm saying? They coming for you, nigga. Everybody in the industry is making jokes about you, nigga. They making jokes about you, talking about what's going on in your crib, nigga, and this, that, and the third. You silly nigga. If you still up in the house and you still making videos and shit like that, and doing dumb shit, you jumping on people, you's a stupid nigga. You see what I'm saying? But see, he think he under the old contract. You're not under the old contract. They moving this new world order shit forward. You know what I'm saying? They moving this new world order shit forward. Believe that. That motherfucker Carl Schwab, with that new economic world forum shit, and they talking about where they moving this world to and shit, and they didn't educated all these politicians out here. They didn't all went through his training, and they talking about population control and all this moving people into little tiny, why you think they building all them tiny homes? They don't intend to give you motherfuckers no houses and shit. They saying you ain't gonna own shit. Yeah, say squatters are living in one of Puff's rated mansions. You say squatters, they might move them up in there too. You laughing though, they might be up in there. They might be up in there right now making all type of tacos and shit and every goddamn thing right there in his house. You see what I'm saying? Shit. But anyway, I believe, they trying to win it. Yeah, and they probably so. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, container homes and all of that, because that's where they moving. And they talking about, you know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of them movies, just like that movie Fifth Element, how he was living. You see how that little, the room he was living in? Look at that. That's what they talking about. Them where you could put a million people in damn near I forget how many blocks by blocks. They talking about building a city just like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you actually in a container. They stack containers on top of containers, and you had your little shopping in there and everything. And they make it look, and you actually got a million motherfuckers living in some shit like that couldn't. And I heard Saudi Arabia is one of the first places that they're gonna try that shit. But anyway, I'm thinking it ain't no more than a mile by a mile or something. You know what I'm saying? A mile by a mile by 2 miles. You see what I'm saying? Where they moving motherfuckers in them containers. And so that was the first movie, like Fifth Element. You see how Bruce Willis, how he was in that little container. That's how they gonna have motherfuckers. So that's the future. They had already envisioned that shit many, many years ago. Okay, so now they got motherfuckers with little tiny houses and motherfuckers living in goddamn old buses. They turning buses and any motherfucking thing they can into a house. You see, anything they can into a house, because motherfucker, you ain't gonna be able to afford unless you. And they gonna start knocking down a lot of these rich motherfuckers. That's what they doing. You see what I'm saying? And 9/11 was one way where they could fleece the whole country of money. You see, 9/11, then COVID was another way where they could fleece. A lot of motherfuckers lost their businesses. A lot of motherfuckers lost their money. They fleece when too much money get out there, and it ain't right. It ain't right for them, where too much money then spread out, and so the people got got the ability to make some moves that they don't want them to make. You see, so then they have to come up with a way to fleece and get all that money back into their hand. The Great Reset. That's what it is. That's what they calling it. Brandon Winters, you hit that right on the head. The Great Reset. You reset it. You get a lot of this, you break a lot of these motherfuckers. Get that money back into the hands of the elite. And that's what they doing. You feel me? And then what they gonna do, they gotta knock down a lot of these motherfucking black people that got money. You see, they not just stupid. They was on them old contracts where they could act like that. Look at Harvey Weinstein. He was on one of them contracts where he been doing it. He been doing it for over 30 years, but they got it. New regime letting him know, like, motherfucker, we got new contracts. Come on over here and sign it. I bet you he didn't sign that motherfucker up and he gonna get out of there. They're gonna let his ass out of there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be decrepit, but he gonna get up out of there. You see? But yeah, family, it look like he danced with the devil. And when you dance with the devil, goddammit, you gonna get burned. That's all it is to it. So just know that. You if it's not now, it's gonna be later. All right, family, I want y'all to hit me up. Support the general. Hit some of them links. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.